story of the day.
Mm-hmm.
While
do I
do
get
this.
my donkey of the day as well?
Yeah, hurry up and do your little signing. Okay. Oh, yeah, it is donkey of the day. All right, let me quickly mention Kim Burrell, because we didn't talk about Kim Burrell. Kim Burrell calls out Yolanda Adams for not backing her.
Okay.
Kim Burrell calls out Yolanda Adams for not backing her during her homophobic viral sermon before Tamron Hall says she's a friend of mine. That was so funny. She shut that down.
Yes, I'm from Texas.
6 years ago, gospel giant Kim Burrell, who is considered one of music's most revered voices, which she is. I give her that. Received major backlash for making homophobic comments in a fiery sermon that quickly went viral. While appearing on September 29th episode of the Tamron Hall show, Burrell opened up about her fall from grace, which not only caused her career to suffer, but also put a strain on her long-term friendship with fellow gospel singer Yolanda Adams. In other words, she was kind of saying, Yolanda should have came to my defense.
Oh, okay.
Why? I could come to your defense without having
when they was tearing her down for the homosexual comments.
Yeah, and if Yolanda don't agree with you.
She don't agree with you. All Christians is not think alike. I mean, we can all read the same word and get different interpretations, different lifestyles, different experiences.
She said the irony. With that being said, the irony is that those who are criticizing my statement are displaying the very thing they have accused me of. However, it's not been humorous or in jest. Slander and defamation are not taken lightly, especially if it affects my name, image, or brand. Well, Tamra cut that down. She cut it down. She was saying that, in other words, she was saying Yolanda Adams should have said something. Mm-hmm. I was trying to get to when she said, I would have much preferred, especially dealing with gospel Yolanda Adams, we're both from Houston, Texas, to pick up the cell phone and say, hey, I have a career to save, and I can't agree with your stance right now. I need to say something different to my public. I would have preferred that. So she didn't like the fact that Yolanda spoke out against what she said. In response to Kim Burrell's comments about Yolanda Adams, Tamron Hall makes it clear that the Open My Heart singer is a good friend of hers. She shut it down real quick. Yolanda is a friend of mine as well. Mm-hmm. And I'm also from Texas, Hall said before redirecting the commentary. She noticed that Kim was getting ready to go down a line of bashing Yolanda Adams. Right. And Tamron was like, that's my friend.
You're not using my show
Kim
to do
Burrell, this is my thing, and I wasn't going to go into too much detail with her. Kim Burrell needs to learn how to shut up. Mm-hmm. Everything that comes across your face. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm looking at her glasses. Like your big glasses. You got hers are bigger than yours.
Yes, thank you.
You going up there though. You getting close. Everything that comes across her head doesn't have to come out.
Thank you.
Sometimes God can tell you something or to pray for something. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean for you to go and talk and tell everybody what you feel. Nobody cares about what you think, Kim Burrell. Yes. You made a crack on people being poor, remember? And she said, it was just a joke.
Well, she knows that there's cameras in the pulpit, so she made a comment about that's church link jargon, and that's how we talk, and knowing the cameras were on.
No, that's not church jargon. Nobody talks like that.
But please be careful with the criticism, even against other brothers and sisters of God. Because remember, we were talking about family.
Yes,
how family should do it. You don't air your dirty laundry out to everybody. If your uncle or your dad is acting, he's a drunkard or something. Why do you need to do that to Yolanda?
Kim Burrell,
can that be a private conversation?
Kim Burrell has too haughty. She had to be knocked down a couple of notches.
She made some comments after that movie, right?
Why would you think you can make all these conversations about homosexuality and then think you're going to get on people's show like Ellen
DeGeneres
and all these other shows, and as many homosexuals that's in the church.
I know.
That you sing with.
The one singing with her and saying amen to her comments.
You don't think they gonna say nothing about what you said?
Yeah. I think in my opinion, she's coming from a hurting place.
But if you gonna say it, stand on it. Don't talk about your career is hurt. I thought surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of our life.
I'm sure
I thought your cup would runneth over. Yes. So if you said something God told you to say, stand on it. That's because he didn't tell you to say it.
No. That wasn't motivated by love.
It was. Thank you.
Bottom line, that wasn't love. That's hurt.
That's not love.
She's hurting.
A person who is gay could go home to their grandmother or their mother who loves them and could say, I love you, my daughter or my son. I don't agree with the lifestyle. It goes against my faith, but I love you. I'll never stop loving you. It's nothing you can do that would make me stop loving you.
Yes.
Come from that place and people might respect you even if you don't agree with their lifestyle. Right. You don't have to agree, but it's the way you do things and the way you say things.
Motivated. Yes.
It's not motivated in love.
Because that's one of the greatest commandments is to love the Lord thy God with thy heart, mind, and soul, and love thy neighbor
as thyself.
And
she doesn't love herself.
You're not loving yourself, Kim Burrell. So,
and that's why.
And you didn't need to even speak anything to Yolanda or any other gospel artist or any artist that you sang with in the past, whether they are secular or whether they're gospel. Don't do that.
And why should they put their career on the line, taking up for you and your big dumb self?
Yes. Yeah. That's, to me, that was being selfish.
Why should Yolanda Adams come to your rescue?
So
that was wrong.
Yeah. A lot of people have made comments about her character and the lack of integrity. And a lot of people have probably pushed themselves away from it. The woman is an awesome singer. My goodness. When I first heard Kim Burrell, the notes, the jazz, the background, Tyrese loves her. He was falling in love with her.
Kim Burrell can sing.
And it's almost like before she became a minister, she was okay.
She became a minister and it all went down.
Even though she may have still had the same faith or values or whatever.
I don't know what God told her to call her.
I don't even know, because God, when Jesus spoke to Peter, he specifically said, do you love me?
And he said, yes, I love you. I love you.
Feed my sheep. Jesus had to make it known they're my sheep. I'm entrusting you, if you love me, to feed them, take care of them, clothe them, direct them, protect them. Don't teach lies. Don't teach hate.
Yeah.
If you are walking in that fivefold ministry like you say you are,
then you should be okay.
Your words.
And the love should come from it. So there was no love there.
There was no love.
And a lot of times in these churches, there is no love.
No, it's not. It's religion. It's
What's
religion.
Black Eyed Peas says, where is the love?
I don't like that spirit of religion because
it's
harsh. It's check marks.
It's a cut. And to be honest with you, if we really want to be honest, you all suck.
Yes.
We all do in God's eyes.
Our righteousness is filthy rags.
We're bad. You can't even work yourself into anywhere near where you're supposed to be with God. So everything is by grace.
Yes.
Everything.
We need His blood.
And not one person is better than the other.
Yes.
It's all by grace.
Thank you.
Lest any man shall boast.
Yes.
Because then you can say, well, I did this and I did this and I did this.
My checklist.
There's no checklist.
I honored all of the commandments.
Yes. I didn't do this. I didn't do
communion.
this.
I'm doing this and that.
Exactly. So that haughtiness.
Yes.
That's why your career is suffering.
Wow.
Has nothing to do with people speaking out for you, Yolanda Adams or Donnie McClurkin or whoever.
Right.
It's you.
Yeah.
Fall on your face before God and learn how to love.
Humble yourself.
And nobody wants to hear your stupid jokes in the pulpit. You're not a comedian. Every pastor thinks they're a comedian.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane, big glasses.
Because you crack on me when I try to do a joke or something. She's like, why are you feeding off my joke?
Because,
that's stale.
And when you're not a comedian, the joke don't hit the same way.
It's harsher, I think.
It's harsher. Because you're not a comedian.
Yeah. It's not a gift, like a natural gift to make people laugh.
You know, you guys living in those trailer houses, you need to go to Aldi's and get you some food because you're starving to death. Ha ha ha! In the pulpit.
You probably can't afford
You probably can't even afford to give an offering. Let's pass around a basket for the folks that live in the trailer homes.
Right. We've had funny pastors in the past, and they were funny.
Ricky Smiley could say that same exact thing.
Yes. And how you peeing on yourself.
Let me tell you something about people who live in trailer homes. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all almost fell coming out of it, didn't you? You know y'all shoes is chipped up.
Yes.
Keep that offering money and go and get you some shoes. We'll understand.
See?
It'll be funnier and people would laugh.
And
it's comedian.
And it'll be received because that's his lane.
That's his lane.
Yes. Yes. I don't think it's her lane.
He's not laying hands on people and call them trailer trash at the same time.
And make sure you smell good and dog out people of their lifestyle and their choices and stuff. Yeah.
So stay in your lane.
So hopefully with this looking back and reminiscing that we are all praying that, you're growing from this, that you get, healed.
And then the